just wanted to show that I've just trued up the end of this brass bar stock, which is going to be used is the bars that go across through the C-channel at the on the top of the neck rods, the platform. It's right, with it being thin material, it can go straight the way back into the head of my lathe. So I'll now feed that out to the appropriate length. I'm going to mark it, and then I'm going to either part it off on the lathe or go outside and cut it. I might just go outside and cut it slightly oversize, and then do the same on the other end as what I've just done at this end, true it up. So that's the end of this little video. I've now marked that using my lathe. I brought it out so I'd got appropriate amount of material sticking out. I can't do it like this. Not without retracting that out of the way. Oh well. But basically I've marked it at exactly 5 inches anyway. So that's been done. So as you can see, brought in my tailstock to keep it nice and centred. Thingied it at that end. I could face it off, but I'm not going to bother because this piece of material isn't going to be seen anyway. So that'll be now cut off at the appropriate length. Okay, I've just been outside and cut that to just over length, just a little ditty bit just over length, so that I can finish it off on the lathe. The reason I haven't done it with a back cutter on the lathe is because I haven't got a back cutter at the moment. My back cutter got broken the other week, so I need to either make one or purchase one. So I'm now going to mount this in the lathe and true the end. Trued off the other end of the material. So it isn't easy when you've got a camera in one hand. You try and undo your chuck with the other hand. So let's check the length of the material out. Zero my gauge. Okay. Oops. No, it's only a 6-inch caliper. There you go, 5 thousandths, 5 inch and 5 thousandths. Probably if I let go of the camera, could probably get that spot on, to be honest. Could always take that little diddy bit off for what it is, it doesn't matter. So it's basically the length I needed, so that's that one sorted. Now to sort the other two, the other rod for this particular part of the robot. Thank you. It turns out the 5 thousandths was just a mark on the end of the material where the tailstock had been. So there you go, spot on 5 inches. Okay, I've just done the same process again. Faced off the end of the raw material from where I'd cut the first piece of rod. This one needs to be 3.5 inches. This is for the front of the C-channel where it holds the spring. So I measured, I've now marked, I moved my cutting tool from the cutting position so that the point is smack bang centre. So again, nice thin mark there. So that's now done. Now it's going to go outside again. I'm going to just cut that off with the angle grinder, bring it back in, and then just face it off. Hi there, I've just machined the front rod, and that's 3.5 inches. So as you can see, that's turned out alright. Got it roughly to length on the grinder outside, and then just finished it off on the lathe. So okay, so those are ready for the C-channel now. So the C-channel now needs to have 4 holes drilled in it, one to pass the long rod through, and 2 holes at the front that the screws go through that go into the ends of this rod, which will be tapped. Okay, thank you.